What's up, guys? Katia here. My dash cam just fell as I was trying to record this video. Oh. And it completely distracted me, so I'm gonna give it another go, but luckily I didn't get too far into it. So, yeah, in this video, I wanted to talk about what I learned from creating car content. This is just stuff that over the last few months, this is the brand new knowledge that I acquired from doing this. So, oh, speed bump. Hold on. All right, nice, no problem. For speed bumps, I like to downshift into second gear. All right, so getting right into it, I would say the number one biggest thing I've learned from creating these videos is that there is quite a lot of car people. Like, car culture is definitely alive, and this is like my number one thing, because before making these videos, I honestly did not know that there would be a lot of car people. I don't have that many friends that are like extremely into cars or anything, and I just never really grew up in an environment that had a lot of like car culture, car people, that sort of thing. And so I was very surprised when a lot of people started reaching out to me, offering me their cars for review. And I like talked to them. They would tell me about all these car meets. They would talk to me about how they take their car to the racetrack. This was all like a big surprise to me, because I was just never part of that kind of world before. And it was really nice. And honestly, that's like the number one thing that I'm very happy about doing this, and like learning and seeing that, yeah, no, car culture is alive, and like it's still out there. People love cars, people love modifying cars, people love going to the racetrack, all that stuff. So I'm very happy about that, and that's my number one thing. Second thing is that this is kind of more related to like the actual content. It's quite surprising, because when I'm driving, like most of the cars that I see on the road is automatics. And so I'm very surprised, like when you post a video and like this car is a manual, but like, for example, if I was to post about an automatic car, there's a lot of hate towards automatics. Like, suddenly if you post a car, something to do with car content, and your car's an automatic, suddenly it's like not really a good car. You get a lot of hate, and I'm just honestly like amazed that that exists, because here, like in Canada, majority of the cars on the road are automatics. So it's so crazy that on the internet, if I was to post, like if I had an automatic car and I was posting it, it would just get a lot of hate. And I see this because I see other content creators that post and they have like an automatic car, and there's always like a comment that's like, oh, it's not a manual though. Like, it's like people can drive whatever they want. I wanted to learn manual simply because I wanted the challenge and I wanted that experience of learning a manual, but I'm not like all about manuals, like, oh, I have to drive a manual, otherwise like that's it. No, I'm not like that at all. I actually, after learning manual, I can appreciate automatics in a different way now. It's a different driving experience, and I would say, like, yeah, when you're driving an automatic, it's like you're actually less driving the car. It's more kind of, I don't know, it's more at that point the car kind of drives you a little bit more, but it's just a different experience. And to me, driving is honestly not everything. And this is another thing I learned from making car content, is that people really love knowing what the driving experience is like of different cars. And I think this makes sense because cars are meant for driving, so it makes sense that people would want to know about the driving experience. But to me, that doesn't necessarily matter. Like, what I really enjoy about cars the most is actually... Oh, nice. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Oh yeah, so what I really enjoy about cars is mostly about aesthetics. Like, I really love just how a car looks. To me, like, that actually means the most. It's not the driving experience necessarily, which I know might sound crazy, but that's just how I am. So I was just very surprised. A lot of my videos where I reviewed cars and I didn't give a driving experience, a lot of people commented saying that they wanted to know what the driving experience was for the car. And now I learned that, oh, okay, yeah, driving experience is something that a lot of people want to know about. So then I kind of started adapting, I started adding a driving experience into my videos, because I just learned that, yeah, people really want to hear about that. And then another thing I learned, actually, this is kind of a funny one. I actually learned that manual transmissions can be different. I never knew about like dogleg transmissions, how the gearing, like first gear would be like kind of in this position where it's all the way over and down, and then second is up. So very, kind of the opposite from this one. I never knew that different manual transmissions exist. And so that was just something else that I thought was very interesting. Just, there's a lot of like stuff to learn about with cars. And I guess by making these videos, I've definitely been learning a lot more. And another thing, this is kind of more on the content creation side again, is that, like, after starting, creating car content, I started watching car content a bit more, just so that, like, I get the sense of, oh, what is car content like? Because before making my videos, I wasn't actually watching it too much. So I started watching it more, and what I noticed is that a lot of the big creators that make car content, they all started off with like very like humble beginnings, you can say. And eventually, as they got, they got more views or, success or whatever it is, obviously they got more success. But a lot of their content becomes unrelatable over time, because then they're just able to afford more expensive cars, and then they start working on those cars, and the majority of people just don't have access to those kind of vehicles. It's like not something that's a possibility. And so it's just interesting to see how a lot of car content seems to follow this pattern where it's like the creator in the very beginning is like, making very relatable car content that, a lot of people become interested in. And then over time, as they get success, they are just no longer as relatable as they used to be. And I found that quite true for a lot of creators that I started watching. I would like go back to their, like, what were their first videos like? I was very interested because I'm starting out. I wanted to see how other people started out as well. And it was just very interesting to see that, like their content in the beginning was so basic, but then over time, it's just it kind of becomes like, whoa, like I don't know how to relate to this anymore. And they're still entertaining though. Like their content is very good. It's high quality, it's amazing. It's just no longer relatable. And I feel like, for me at least personally, when I'm watching someone on YouTube or whatever social media, I love feeling like I can relate to them. That's what motivates me to really watch them. And so it just kind of got me thinking, like, like I want to stay relatable consistently. I can't say in like however many years or whatever if it will be possible for me. Like it's just because it's such a pattern that I see with a lot of creators. And yeah, I just hope that I just stay relatable to you guys, and because that's just how I want to be. So yeah, that's another thing I noticed. And another thing I learned about, almost missed that second gear, holy. Oh man. Yeah, something else I learned as well is that social media and content creation, I guess, gives the illusion that a lot of the creators that create content are very wealthy. I'm not sure what kind of algorithm you guys are in or what kind of content you choose to watch, but at least like this is like when I first created my Katia BRZ Instagram account, the algorithm just like instantly just promoted this kind of like wealthy lifestyle to me. Like that account was brand new and I haven't even been like scrolling on it very long, and instantly this is like the first thing that the algorithm like promoted to me. And I just found that so interesting. Like social media tends to very much favor and promote like wealth, which is so interesting. Let me know if you guys also like see that. And it's like a weird landscape because like I like content to be relatable, and so that like wealthy side is just so unrelatable. I don't really want to see that, but that's what gets promoted to me. And after creating content, I actually learned that the actuality is that not every creator is super wealthy. It's quite hard to make a lot of money from doing this. You have to build an audience. You have to consistently for a long time make good content. And that, of course, I feel like definitely, like if you can successfully create content for a long time and you have people that really love watching your videos, yeah, you obviously deserve to make money from this. I feel like everybody, if they're good at this, deserve to make money so that they can keep doing this and keep making videos that people find entertaining. Because I find that entertainment is like a really important part of life. Like I feel like you should really love whatever you're watching, because growing up I loved YouTube, and just being able to watch a really good video that made me feel good and happy, that like really helped me out when I was like growing up. So that's why I think good videos are definitely important. And yeah, it's just very interesting because social media gives this illusion of like wealth, that suddenly like every creator has wealth, and that's what you should be striving for. But I definitely believe that like being super wealthy is not the number one most important thing for everyone, you know? everybody has different goals in life. Everybody defines success in different ways. And so it's just very interesting, the social media world versus real life. So yeah, that's just kind of some of the things I've noticed after I started creating car content. And personally, I love making my review videos. I hope you guys are enjoying those. Let me know what you guys think about my review videos. I love them because I get to like see, you know, like sitting inside different cars. I do drive some of them as well, and that has helped me learn a lot about cars. I can now see how my BRZ is different to other manuals. So yeah, like car reviews help me learn a lot, and I love just sharing that kind of, and like sharing the excitement of like seeing a new car, and just, yeah. So I hope you guys really enjoyed those, and let me know if you guys want to see other types of content, if I should do more of these driving with Katya videos. I know I haven't posted one for a while. Apologies for that. I was very locked in on my review videos. But yeah, and another like something I learned as well is like car content is very expensive. So creating this content long term, like for me at least, required some thought. I was like, okay, people really seem to, like after my videos on Instagram kind of took off, I was like, oh, okay, like people are interested in what I have to say. So I was like thinking, I was like, well, it's hard for me to make a lot of content on just my BRZ. I don't have like a garage I can work from to modify, to add my modifications to the car. That's something I hope to achieve in the future. I really want to have my own garage, my own space, so I could just work on my car and add all of the whatever modifications myself, and probably get like a second car that I would modify a lot more than this BRZ. I do want to keep the BRZ like relatively stock. The engine is probably gonna stay stock, just because I really love this car and I just want to keep it for a long time. But I'm definitely open to getting vehicles. Definitely want a GTR still. That's my dream car. And then like probably another car that I would just don't care about, but I would mod it like a lot. That's kind of like what my future goals are with car content. So for now though, making the car review videos is just a fantastic way for me to learn, get familiar with more cars, and also create content that's sustainable, because it doesn't cost that much money at all. So it's very sustainable for continuous videos in the future. So that's why I do them. This is just stuff I learned from creating car content. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. This is like the perspective of somebody that just started creating car content, didn't know too much beforehand, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this drive along in this video, and remember, stay chillin'.